Alright, let's continue our tarot review on the Hermetic Tarot. And we're going to talk today about the Hermit. And the Hermit is the 9th/10th card of the Hermetic Tarot. It is associated with Yod, which is the 10th letter of the Hebrew alphabet. And that also correlates to the hand. It's also representation of the point of God's essential power. That's just a little sidebar there, and it might help you out a little bit on understanding some stuff in the future. But that's what we're going to go with that. So at the top, it's pretty obvious that we have this contraption that is a lamp. And on each side of the lamp, you have flames, and then in the direct middle of the lamp, almost acting as a hanger or a balancer, is a face inside a triangle. We'll come back to that here in a second. Coming down, we have a hooded figure, and he's sitting in front of a plant that has a seed on top. And we see these radiation rays coming down from this lamp. And there's an egg at the bottom, on the bottom left, and a ear of wheat down here at his feet. Above that, you have this snake that is curling up through several spheres and the angelic name of Hamel. Hameliel. That should be how you properly pronounce that. And you have the sign of Virgo and a sign of Mercury within inside these spheres. And a little bitty petal on his hood at the corner near his right hand. So let's kind of break this down a little bit. So the hood and the mantle here that he's wearing are magical implements, right? So everyone who does ritual magic probably has a robe with a hood on it, and they use it during the magical thing. So there's symbolic information here that this guy is a magician of sorts. He's an older guy as well, so that is experience, that's wisdom that has been brought. You can tell the beard is inside the mantle, so that's a symbolism that he is older and wiser. Remember the fool's journey. This is the evolutionary path. He's getting to be more refined, more intelligent, more with what he is. You have the cosmic egg down below. And the cosmic egg is the incubation and isolation before creation in return from exile or his hermitage. Many people who get into hermetics and get into ritual magic or occult, they get very secluded to refine who they truly are. And that's kind of symbolic of that. So you see he's reaching out with his hand to the snake. And the snake is curling. And if you look at a lot of hermetic symbolism, the snake is very representation of wisdom. He curls up the tree of life to Keter. And he's trying to reach the divine wisdom, right? So he's reaching out for this while these rays of the lamp shine down upon him. Now, the Virgo is the 6th sign of the zodiac, and it's ruled by Mercury. It's mutable earth. So meaning that it's kind of versatile, right? Very earthy, very versatile. Any type of materialistic or elemental situation resolving to earth is kind of what it is capable of working with. So you have a earthy sign here. The wheat, the plant behind it, very earthy. So he's cloaked and focusing on what is in front of him. He kind of has his back to the past. Whereas the magical lamp above him is it's light of wisdom, light of universal knowledge, maybe. So it shines without fuel. It is pulling from the ether to provide light and hope, a candle in the darkness. The difference between this and the normal tarot is the normal tarot, like the Rider-Waite, has a hermit holding a lantern. So this lantern is a little bit different in this version. And the face that burns in the golden triangle is the symbol of the infinite, the God being, the highest point of ascendance, right? Or at least that's how I believe it to be. And the wheat at the bottom is symbols of latent power or knowledge. Wheat can go for years being dry and perceivably infertile, but given the right conditions, it will spring back to life and create more. And then behind him is a representation of a plant that is producing a seed of life, that is growing, possibly symbolic of his past actions. You reap what you sow. His past performances, trainings, educations, pains, and sufferings are becoming fruitful. And he's storing these in his exile. Exile is not a bad word in this sense. He's storing this in his hermitage to grow more. And he needs that hermitage to refine the true sense of quote unquote I am. Because in the end, that's all there is to you is quote unquote I am. And then after he goes from this and moves through the journey, he will evolve past that state and be reunited within the more universal ether. All right, I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope that makes sense to you, and I hope you leave there with some thought-provoking ideas. Thank you guys very much.